just going to wait and see if a couple people jump on live. Hopefully you do. And hopefully I can see your comments. So if you are jumping on, make sure to tell me who you are, where you're watching from. I'm going to try to keep this very short and sweet, not complicated. And also my phone is at like 25%, so hopefully it doesn't die. Okay, I see one eye, so if you jump on, make sure to tell me who you are, where you're watching from. Super excited. Yay, more people are jumping on. Hi, guys. Okay, I'm gonna wait and see if maybe 3 more people jump on. We'll be at 10 eyes. How's everybody's Wednesday? It's pretty hot here in California. Okay. We're sitting comfortably at 7 people, but I don't know if I can see comments, so make sure to tell me hi if you're watching. And if I can't see comments, then I'll just answer questions after I post the video, because I just might not be able to see comments. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce myself just a little bit. My name is Kate. I have been a coach for 5 months. I'm just gonna fix that, okay, sorry. So I've been a coach for 5 months. I'm engaged to a deputy for the county, so life is crazy here. We just got a new puppy, so our current dog and our new puppy are trying to like be friends, and it's great. I am a full-time teacher as of right now, but in 4 weeks I will be taking my business full-time, and I will be retiring from teaching at the age of 24, which is really exciting. I am a 3-star diamond. So I've been a coach for 5 months. I'm a 3-star diamond. My team is number 27 in the network. And then I'm going to tell you my average Success Club points. And the reason I'm going to tell you this is because I want you to remember that you can do this too, and that it is obtainable. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that, because so often we look at people's numbers and rank and Success Club points and think that we can't do that, that there's something special about them, when really they're just a normal human hustling. So my average Success Club points in the last 5 months since I started coaching have been around 60 a month. The last 2 months I've been over 100, like 112 last month, 104 the month before, or something like that. But I want you guys to keep in mind that like that is totally obtainable if you are doing the things and you are 10xing them. You can't just expect to send 25 invites and, you know, get those kind of results. So I'm gonna be talking a little bit about that. But I run most of my business, pretty much all of my business, from Instagram. And I'm going to talk about invites for boot camps or challenge groups from Instagram, and then also inviting to coaching. And then I'm gonna have a little assignment for you at the end of the video. So using Instagram for invites when you are inviting to boot camps or challenge groups. Stories, stories, stories. And I'm sure that you guys have heard this before, but stories are where it is at. Stories I like to talk about as like your reality TV show. Your page and your newsfeed, it's really like the highlight reel. Like it's your magazine. Like if someone was to open up your profile, it's like looking at a magazine of your life. Nice pictures, good quality, a filter, whatever. Whereas I like to think of Instagram stories as your reality TV show. Like it can be raw, authentic. And I'm not saying posts can't be like that, but you can wake up with like no makeup on and your hair up in a messy bun and look totally ridiculous and just talk to your tribe. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle, is being authentic on their stories, because they're like, oh, I don't like talking, like it's weird to talk to no one, like you're just talking to a camera. But that's how people get to know you. People can hear you through your posts, but they're not going to get to know you unless you talk to them through your stories. So I always invite through my stories. I will literally be like this, talking to my tribe about my next boot camp. So I'd be like, open enrollment is coming. I have this many spots left, blah, 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 blah. If you're interested in my boot camp, here's the things you're gonna get. You're gonna get, you know, access to 500 plus workouts. You're going to get a month of your superfoods, and I'm just gonna list those things off. And if you're interested in snagging a spot or getting more info, fill out the link in my bio. And I just use Linktree, and you can just put that in your Instagram bio, and you can link a couple different things. So I used to not have a website. I used to just do like a Google form, and people would fill that out, and the submission would go to my email, and then I could contact them with more information. But now I have a website, so they just fill out a form through my website, but it's the same process. Or I'll be like, DM me if you want more info, or DM me if you're interested, like your email or your favorite emoji or something like that. So it's a call to action. It's having them come to you. And then also polls in your stories. So I'll do a poll that will be like, who's interested in jumping into my next boot camp, whatever. I'll be talking, or I'll show a picture of my results. With 80 Day Obsession, I lost 15 pounds and 3 pant sizes. And I'm doing 80 Day Obsession a second time, and I'm down like 19 pounds, still like those 3 pant sizes. But I'll share my own results and then put like a poll and say, are you ready to change your life? And the thing with polls, you guys, is, I don't know if you've heard this before, but one thing that I teach my team and what I've noticed is don't give them an option for no. So change the answers in your Instagram poll to like, heck yeah, I'm in, or send me more info. Don't give them an option of no. Have it be like two versions of yes. And then I will send an invite to those people that respond in the polls. So I'd say like, hey, I saw you were interested in more information, or hey, I saw you were interested in jumping into my next boot camp, whatever. So I invite from stories, I invite from polls. And then also when it comes to cold inviting, which is what I like to call, it's like your cold market. I call it cold inviting, even though it's not as cold as some people think it is. Basically, Instagram for me is full of cold market. I don't really have anybody in my warm market following me on my Instagram. I don't have a lot of people from my warm market that are in my boot camps. So these invites are to people that I really do not know, except for through social media. So I invite to people who like my pictures. So I'll go through everyone that liked my transformation picture, or everyone that liked, I don't know, a picture of my nutrition, like my food that day or whatever, and I'll send them an invite. And short, sweet, to the point. If it's about nutrition, I'm gonna say, hey, I saw you were interested, or I wouldn't say I saw you're interested. I'd say like, hey, thanks for the love on my post about my new nutrition program. Really appreciate it. I have 5 spots left in my success group if you're interested in more information. Or if they like a picture where I'm talking about my boot camp, I would say like, hey, thanks for all the love and support and following my health and fitness journey. I really appreciate it. Would you be interested in jumping into my next boot camp, or something like that? It doesn't have to be like complicated, just super short, sweet, to the point. So I do that for people who like my pictures, people who watch my stories, and those ones are usually like, thanks for following my health and fitness journey. It's been life-changing. I really appreciate all the support. I'm starting open enrollment for my next boot camp. I was wondering if you wanted to snag a spot, something like that. And then people that follow me. So I send invites to those 3 types of people. People that follow me, there's often a lot of times you'll have people that follow you, but you do not, they don't see your content. You don't interact very much. They're not seeing your content. So those feel a little bit more cold invitey than people who are liking your posts or people who are watching your stories. But you guys, they followed you for a reason, right? At some point they saw your content and wanted to follow you. So sending them that invitation saying, thanks for following me in my health and fitness journey. Do you see a theme? I really appreciate it. Was wondering if you wanted to snag a spot in my next boot camp. a lot of times they will ignore you. Like, you guys, people are going to ignore you and people are going to say no. And what I'm going to tell you is go for no. Go for freaking no. You want people to tell you no because that means that you're doing your job. You're inviting people. Sorry, low battery. We're good. We still have 20%. But people are going to say no. People are going to ignore you. But I'm here to tell you that those people, even if they say no or even if they ignore you, are going to be watching you even closer. The people that say no to me last month are the people that sign up with me this month. It's because they're not ready yet. And you have to take a no as that. Even if they're mean and nasty. I haven't gotten a lot of mean and nasties responses, but I do get some. And you just have to let it roll off your back and say they're just not ready yet. And it's okay. I know for a lot of people, so I signed up with my coach a year ago as a challenger, but then I did a boot camp for an hour and I quit, or a month, and I quit after a month and I canceled my entire account for 8 months. And for 8 months, I still told my coach no. I didn't want to, like that whole Beachbody thing, like that was cool for her, but it wasn't for me. We were still friends and everything. And that's why when I was ready, I went to her and said, hey, I'm ready to take this business on and to jump back into my health and fitness. So go for no. Often the people that tell you no the first time are going to be the people that are your rock stars down the road. I can't even tell you how many rock star coaches I have on my team that told me no or ignored me or took so long to sign up. So go for no. If people are telling you no, that's a good thing. You need to say to yourself, like, okay, I'm going to send a loving and support message back. Often I'll say like, okay, sounds good, girl. Do you already have a health and fitness routine? Sometimes they'll say yes, sometimes they'll say no, but that's a good thing to ask because if they're doing something else, then next month you can say, hey, how's the Weight Watchers going? Or hey, how's BBG going? Oh, hey, how's your gym membership like treating you? What kind of results are you getting? And like being genuinely curious about how they're doing. And a lot of times I promise you, they'll be like, it sucks. I haven't seen any results or whatever. And then you can kind of like help them out a little bit. So those are how you can send those cold invites without feeling yucky. You guys, you have a freaking gift to offer to people. So cold invites shouldn't feel yucky. If they feel yucky or salesy, then you need to step back and you need to look at your why. And you need to look at what has this business done for you? Because you were given this gift. You were given this gift of your health and fitness journey, of your business, of whatever, however this has changed your life. And it is your obligation to share this gift with other people. And when you go into your invites and you think about it in that way, then it doesn't feel so yucky. And I just try to keep that mindset always, is that I have a gift to offer people. And I'm going to do my best in order to touch and offer this to every single person I can. So don't let cold invites scare you. And then also with inviting to both coaching and boot camps or challenge groups. Sorry, I have like a really itchy nose right now. Squirrel brain, sorry. For inviting to both coaching or your boot camp groups or your challenge groups, I always do posts with call to actions. So like I'll do a post about like me, like a selfie of me after my workout, and I'll say like long commute to the gym today, even though I literally like go from that room to this room to work out, and talk about like the people in my boot camp who are killing it or my own results. And then I'll say like, if you're interested in jumping into my next boot camp, I have this many spots left. Fill out the link in my bio. So that's like a call to action. Or drop your favorite emoji in the comments and I'll send you more info or something like that. You have to be posting posts with call to actions or invites. And if you're not, then what's the point of posting the posts anyways? Not every post has to have an invite, but a lot of them should, whether you're inviting them to coaching, whether you're inviting them to a free group, whether you're inviting them to a challenge group or a boot camp, or to be mindset, like just a nutrition group, something. You should have a good majority of your posts have call to actions. Now going into inviting for coaching, and I still can't see comments, so if you are commenting, I'm sorry, but I will go back and answer questions after I post the video. Sorry. So for inviting to coaching, I don't personally invite to coaching that often, just based on like people who follow me or whatever. But I do have a list that I call my chicken list. And I'm pretty sure this came from the book, Get Over Your Damn Self. I'm almost positive that's where this came from. But this chicken list is a list of people that you follow on social media or you know in person or whatever that you think would be a light and be so good for this journey. But you're too scared to ask them, so you're a chicken. So I do have a chicken list. I do send people like an invite from my chicken list and say like, hey, I don't usually do this, but I don't know if you'd ever be interested in something like this, but this business has changed my life. I think you would be really awesome at it. I love like the vibe you give off on your page, and I was just wondering if you wanted to hear more information or if you'd ever be interested in chatting about it. Something like that. Like that's an invite for your chicken list. I don't invite to coaching just like I do with challenge groups where I invite like a certain amount every single day. I don't do that with coaching for cold inviting, but I do coach sneak peeks. And so I'll do like an Instagram story talking about coaching, and then I'll have people go to the link in my bio, or I'll have people, you know, click the poll if they're interested. And then also I'll do posts with call to action. So I'll talk about like the debt that I paid off, or the fact that I'm quitting my full-time teaching job because I make almost double what I do with teaching in coaching. So I'll talk something about that, or I'll talk about how this has created such an outlet for me, or it's created accountability, or it's given me life and has brought me out of a really dark year that I had last year. And I'll do a call to action, like if this sounds like you, or if you need something in your life that gives you an outlet, especially us teachers. A lot of times we only identify as a teacher, we don't do anything else. So doing call to action to your people, like you are talking to the other yous of the world. So I'm talking to the other Kates of the world. And some people are gonna pick up the message and some people aren't, but I'm not supposed to be talking to everybody. I'm talking to the other Kates, and that's it. Because if you talk to everyone, you talk to no one. So think about what would the other Kate, or what would the other Sally, or what would the other John need to hear right now in order to make a change. So I think that's really, really important when you're doing these call to actions, especially when you're doing a call to action for the business. You really need to tap into how this business has changed your life and where you see it going with you. And then for coaching, I also invite my current clients. So if you see someone in your boot camps or your challenge groups like totally rocking it, shout them out and say like send them a message and say, girl, you are totally killing it in your health and fitness journey. I'm so proud of you and all the progress you've made. And I was just wondering if you wanted to take it a step further and see what this coaching thing is all about. I think you would be really good at it. Or if someone is struggling on their health and fitness journey, and I think a lot of people don't think about this part, but this was me. If someone is struggling on their health and fitness journey, telling them like, hey, becoming a coach is going to hold you so much more accountable. And I promise you that it will change your life if you let it. And it will hold you more accountable for your health and fitness journey than anything else will. So, don't forget about those people, because for me, the only reason I started coaching was because I wanted to be held more accountable for my health and fitness goals. I needed to lose weight for my health. I was depressed and burned out and wasn't working out, wasn't treating my body right. And I said, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna coach, because I know if people are watching me and I'm trying to get people to do this with me, I better be doing it myself. So don't forget about those people. You can invite those people as well to coaching, and I bet you'll find some rock stars out of that one. So like I said before, go for no. You want people to tell you no. You want people to tell you no, and then a month later, you're gonna go back and you're gonna follow up with them, or ignore you. Like if people ignore you, you don't just stop sending them invites. you can send them an invite next month or in a couple weeks and say, hey, I know you weren't ready last month, or I don't know if you got my message, if they ignored you, and say, but I'm opening up enrollment for this month again, and I was wondering if you would be interested. And the thing I like to tell people is that if people get annoyed by you, or people are like over you sending the messages, they're either going to unfollow you, they're going to block you, or they are going to like tell you off. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. And then my other two suggestions for you guys is just to be real. Like, be who you are. Don't be anybody else. Your superpower is being you, and sharing your passion and sharing your why. And people are going to sign up with you because you are that. You can't pretend to be like anybody else. You can be inspired by other people, but you need to take those people down from their pedestals, and you need to look at that they're just a normal human that is hustling and that is speaking to their tribe and doing the things they need to do in order to be successful, and that's what I need to do as well. So for your guys' assignment tonight, I want you to get a notebook. It doesn't matter what kind of notebook. This isn't the notebook I usually use, but get a notebook. You are going to, this is what I do when I send my invites. I fold a piece of paper in half in the notebook, okay? Number the lines, so 1 through however many you have. Usually mine's like number 1 through 31. And then in both columns, so you'll end up with like 60, depending on the notebook. Usually if it's a normal notebook, it's like 60, 62 lines. And either tonight or tomorrow, whenever you're going to send your invites, which it should be either tonight or tomorrow, you are going to send invites to 62 or however many people fill up that page. When you send an invite, write down their handle on Instagram or write down their name on Facebook, whatever, to keep track of them. But do not quit on your invites or your power hour until that page is finished. You guys, if I'm super focused, I can do an entire invite list in like 25 minutes. I've actually timed myself. 25 minutes flat is my fastest time. So I'm so sorry I couldn't see comments, but I will go back and answer questions if there's any questions. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment. I know this was a little bit fast, but I want to respect all of your time, and I wanted to give you as much information as possible. So I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.